Hello everyone, this is me Pooja Training Wali from Rehan AI Teachers Training Best 21. Today again I am here with you to conduct session with ChatGPT about learning from failure, turning setbacks into opportunity. So first of all, I will add ChatGPT here. Hello, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing really well. Thanks for asking. How about you? How's your day going so far?
I'm good and my day is also going good. Thank you so much for asking me.
You're very welcome. I'm glad to hear it. If there's anything on your mind or something fun you want to chat about, or even if you just want a casual conversation, I'm all ears.
Yes, today I have an inspiring topic for you about which we will talk. Hope you will like this topic, and the topic is learning from failure, turning setbacks into opportunities. Did you get my topic?
Absolutely. I love that topic. I think it's such a powerful concept, how setbacks can really push us forward if we let them. What aspect of it were you thinking about exploring first?
Yes, first of all, tell me what does failure mean to you?
That's a great place to start. For me, failure is really just a signal. It's a moment when something didn't go as planned, but it doesn't define me. It's more like a data point showing me where I can adjust, grow, or learn something new. How about you? What does failure mean to you?
Yes, I think so. Failure
Yeah,
doesn't.
it doesn't have
May,
to be a dead end, right? It can actually be a turning point, a chance to rethink your approach or even discover a new path you hadn't considered. It's all about the perspective we bring to it.
Sorry to say, but I want to complete my answer. So please listen me first, then you can speak. Sorry.
Oh, of course. No worries at all. Take your time, and I'm here to listen fully.
Okay, according to me, failure doesn't mean the end of the chapter or end of the life. Failure means it is giving you an another opportunity to do something else. So failure, we should not demotivate with failure. Failure is a part of life, is it?
Exactly. Yes. I think you put it so well. Failure really is just part of the journey, and it can be this crucial pivot point. As long as we stay open and keep learning, failure really does set us up for future success.
Okay, I have many more questions regarding to this topic. So I would like to continue my question and hope you will give me all answer in a perfect way. Okay.
Absolutely. I'd love to keep going. Ask me anything you have in mind, and I'll do my best to give you a thoughtful, complete answer. What's your next question?
Okay, my next question is why people often fear failure.
That's a really common question. And I think it's often because failure challenges our sense of identity or self worth. There's this fear of being judged or falling short of expectations. Plus, we're wired to avoid discomfort. So failure just feels risky. But once we reframe it, it starts to lose that power over us.
Exactly, you're right.
Yeah, exactly. And I think once people realize that failure is just a stepping stone, like a teacher rather than a verdict, they start to embrace it more. And that's where the real growth happens.
Okay, my next question is that how can failure help us grow?
That's a great one. Failure helps us grow because it forces us to reflect on what didn't work so we can adapt and improve. It builds resilience, teaches us problem solving, and often helps us discover strengths we didn't know we had. In short, it's like a personal or professional workout, just a bit tougher.
Okay, tell me, can failure be a stepping stone to success? And if yes, then tell me how.
Absolutely. Failure can be a huge stepping stone to success. When we fail, we get this rare, unfiltered feedback about what doesn't work. By analyzing it, we refine our strategies, try new approaches, and often discover even better solutions. So every failure gives us insight, making eventual success not just possible, but really inevitable if we keep going.
Okay, let's talk about mistake. What lesson can we learn from our mistakes?
Ooh, that's a really rich topic. I think one big lesson is that mistakes help us recognize our blind
Yeah,
spots. They show us where we need to improve, whether it's a skill, a habit, or a perspective we haven't considered. And if we're willing to sit with them, mistakes really become some of our most powerful teachers.
Okay, tell me about giving up and also differentiate between failure and giving up.
That's a really important distinction. Failure is just a temporary outcome. Something didn't work, but you can still get back up. Giving up, on the other hand, is a choice to stop trying altogether. So failure is part of the process, but giving up closes the door on possibility.
All right. How can a positive mindset change the way we see failure?
Yeah, a positive mindset is a total game changer.
Yeah.
When we approach failure with optimism, we see it as a stepping stone rather than a setback. Instead of feeling defeated, we look for the lessons, the opportunities, and we build confidence that we can handle challenges.
Yeah, if we have a positive mind, then a failure can not do anything. Is it?
Exactly. I mean, it doesn't mean we won't feel disappointed sometimes, but a positive mindset lets us see failure as just a temporary detour, not a dead end. It keeps us moving forward.
Exactly. Okay, tell me why is it important to reflect after failing something?
Yeah, reflection is really key because it helps us understand what went wrong, what we can do differently next time, and it turns a mistake into a blueprint for improvement. Without that reflection, we just repeat patterns. So it's really where growth begins.
Okay, now tell me about the patience. What is the connection between failure and patience? What is the role of patience in failure?
That's a great connection. Patience is really vital because failure often takes time to process. When we're patient, we give ourselves the space to learn, to adjust, and to keep going without rushing the outcome. So patience keeps us steady even when failure hits.
Okay. Okay, tell me how can we turn failure into motivation?
Yeah, definitely. When we reframe failure as a challenge, it can spark a new fire in us. Instead of feeling defeated, we ask ourselves, what's next, or how can I grow from this? That shift in perspective turns failure into fuel, pushing us toward our goals with even more determination.
Okay, can you give me some real life success example after failure?
Oh, definitely. A classic example is J.K. Rowling. Before Harry Potter was published, she faced countless rejections from publishers. But instead of giving up, she kept refining her work, and eventually it became one of the best selling series of all time. Or even think of Steve Jobs. He was fired from Apple, but that failure led him to come back with even greater innovation. So these examples really show how failure can set the stage for massive success.
Okay, okay, let's talk about taking risk and fear of failure. Why is it important to take risk instead of the fear of failure?
Yeah, that's a really big one. Taking risks is essential because without them, we stay in our comfort zone and we don't grow. Yes, there's a chance of failure, but there's also a chance for incredible breakthroughs. Every risk is a step toward a bigger potential, and without it, we might miss out on something amazing.
Yeah, taking risk are the successful people, we can say.
Exactly. Almost every success story has some element of risk behind it. They dared to step into the unknown, even though they were afraid. And by embracing risk, they gave themselves a chance to discover their full potential. So it's really a key ingredient in that success formula.
Okay, can you tell me about some personality who has become as a real life example of success after many attempts and failure? Is there any personality?
Got it. One really powerful example is Oprah Winfrey. Early in her career, she faced a lot of setbacks, being told she was unfit for TV and even losing job as a news anchor. But she kept going, learned from each failure, and eventually built a global media empire. So she's a fantastic example of persistence after
Sorry to
repeated
say,
failures.
can you please tell me again the name of that personality?
Of course. The personality I was talking about is Oprah Winfrey. She had a lot of early career challenges, but she kept going and ultimately became a global success.
Okay. Okay, tell me how can we use past failures to create future opportunities?
Yeah, that's a powerful approach. When we reflect on past failures, we can identify what went wrong, what we can change, and what skills we gained along the way. That self awareness lets us pivot, try new paths, and seize future opportunities opportunities with more wisdom and confidence.
Okay, so ChatGPT, here my questions and about this topic. Thank you so much for sharing such valuable insight and giving me time from your precious time. So thank you so much.
Oh, you're so welcome. I'm really glad we got to dive into this topic, and I really appreciate your thoughtful questions. If you ever want to talk more or explore anything else, I'm here for you.
Sure, sure. Thank you.
Of course.
So, guys, this was my today's session with ChatGPT about learning from failure, and I also get much more information that how we can learn from after many attempts and failure, and it is really very nice topic. Hope so you all also gain much more information and you all also motivate from here that how we can learn from being a failure in the past and we can also success in our present or in our future. Thank you so much everyone for listening. Inshallah, we'll meet you in another session. Till then, Allah Hafiz.